Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the half-dollar United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. Where we talk all things coins, cash, and collectibles, and today, buckle up. Because what if I told you that an ordinary-looking coin from 1977 could secretly be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars? Yup. That's not clickbait. We're talking about the 1977 Kennedy half-dollar, not just any version, but the one that came from a proof set. And let me tell you right now, if you've got this little beauty lying around, you might just be sitting on a gold mine. So don't even think about skipping, because I'm about to show you how a 50-cent piece could be worth more than a brand new luxury car. You might be asking, what's so special about the 1977 half-dollar? Well, here's the secret sauce. Not all coins are created equal, especially those minted as proof coins. Proof coins are made using special dies. They're struck multiple times, creating razor-sharp details and mirror-like finishes. These coins weren't made for circulation. They were crafted for collectors, carefully placed into U.S. mint proof sets. Now here's the twist. Among these coins, a few rare proof strikes of the 1977 Kennedy half-dollar have shocked collectors and auction houses alike by selling for jaw-dropping prices. And no, we're not talking about just a couple $100. We're talking four figures. And in some cases, five. Let's paint a little picture. Imagine walking into your attic, cracking open that old box of coins from the 70s your grandparents handed down, and tucked inside a dusty proof set, there it is. A gleaming 1977 half-dollar. It looks flawless. Not a scratch. Deep mirrors. Frosty design. And then you realize, wait a minute, this thing might be worth more than my entire coin collection. And you'd be right. Because these rare proof coins, especially those graded PR70 deep cameo by professional grading services, have set collectors on fire. One sold for $2,700. Another hit $10,000. And believe it or not, some ultra-rare, perfect condition specimens have commanded as much as $69,000. That's $69,000 for a 50-cent coin. Now you might be wondering, how do I know if mine is valuable? Great question. Here's what to look for. First, condition is king. Your coin needs to be in pristine proof condition. That means no wear, no fingerprints, no dull spots. If it's sealed in the original proof set, that's a good start. Second, get it graded. Don't guess. Submit your coin to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Only they can officially confirm the quality, and the higher the grade, the higher the payout. Third, look for deep cameo contrast. That's the beautiful frosty design with mirror-like fields, a signature of rare, high-end proof coins. Deep cameo examples are the ones breaking price records. Now here's the greedy part, because this is where things get real. This isn't just a collectible. This is an opportunity. A coin that cost 50 cents, or maybe sat forgotten in a plastic holder for 40+ years, can now pay for your dream vacation. Or your kid's tuition. Or that Tesla you've been eyeing. So if you've got old proof sets from the 1970s? Don't toss them. Don't spend them. Don't let them collect dust. Check them. Because if you've got the right 1977 half-dollar, you might just hit the collector's jackpot. Before we go, let's hit that number one more time. Ready? Some of these rare 1977 Kennedy half-dollars from proof sets have sold for anywhere from $2,700 all the way up to an insane $69,000. That's right. A 50-cent piece. Worth nearly 70 grand. Unbelievable, right? So smash that like button, subscribe if you want more money-making coin tips, and share this with someone who might have one of these coins hiding in their house. Thanks for watching. And happy hunting! Top 2. What if I told you there's a coin from 1985 that could quietly be hiding in your home right now, sitting in a drawer, sealed in plastic, and it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars? Sounds crazy, right? But this isn't some fantasy, this is real. And it's all about the 1985 Kennedy half dollar from a US proof set. Now, don't mistake this for the regular 1985 half dollars that people used in change jars and vending machines. We're talking about the collector's proof version, specially struck by the US Mint with a finish so sharp, so reflective, and so detailed that coin collectors lose their minds over the right one. These weren't meant for spending. They were meant to be admired, cherished, and stored away in pristine condition. But here's the juicy part: not all of them were created equal. While millions were minted, only a small handful were made so perfectly that they've gone on to sell for absolutely ridiculous prices. You're about to learn why, and how you could be holding one of these rare coins without even realizing it. Now, let's rewind to 1985. That year, the US Mint released proof sets, which included the Kennedy half dollar. These proof coins were struck with specialized dies and polished multiple times to get that mirror-like shine and frosted finish. They're the best of the best. But even among proof coins, there are levels. And that's where things get exciting, because a few of these 1985 half dollars were so flawless, so sharply struck, so intensely detailed, that grading companies gave them the absolute highest rating possible. And when that happens, the value doesn't just go up, it skyrockets. Because collectors will pay insane amounts of money for perfection. Imagine you're going through an old box of family stuff. You open it, flip through some envelopes, and there it is, a little plastic case, a 1985 proof set. You look at the half dollar inside and it's glowing. The mirrors are so deep you can see your reflection. The frosting on Kennedy's portrait looks like it's carved from ice. No scratches. No haze. Just absolute beauty. So you get curious. You send it off to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. And then the email comes in. Your coin just got the holy grail of grades, a PR70 deep cameo. Suddenly, that coin isn't worth 50 cents anymore. It's not even worth $50. That coin has just entered a whole new universe of value. Because in the elite world of coin collecting, a perfect 1985 Kennedy half dollar from a proof set can demand jaw-dropping prices at auction. And I mean jaw-dropping. Collectors have paid serious cash for these. We're talking about prices starting at $2,700 for high-grade examples. But for the truly perfect, flawless pieces, the ones graded PR70 deep cameo with exceptional eye appeal, they've sold for as much as $79,000. Yes, you heard that right. $79,000. For a 50-cent piece. Just let that sink in. That's not a rumor. That's not a myth. That's a real value for a real coin in a real proof set from 1985. And someone out there had it sitting in their closet or safe for decades, completely unaware of what it was worth. This is why coin hunting is more than a hobby. It's a hidden gold rush. Because coins like this are out there, in old collections, in forgotten boxes, in inherited proof sets that nobody ever thought to check. And if you've got one, you could be sitting on a payday that changes everything. Now, here's the best part. These aren't rare in the way that you have 1 in a billion odds. Proof sets from 1985 were widely collected. Many families bought them. Many are still tucked away in their original holders. You don't have to be a millionaire to own one. You just have to know what to look for. And if yours has that flawless mirror surface, deep contrast, and grades a perfect 70, you're not just lucky. You're rich. So, before you do anything else, check your closets. Check your safe. Check your inherited coin boxes. Do you have a 1985 proof set? Look at the Kennedy half dollar. Does it look like a mirror? No spots, no fingerprints, no dull patches? If so, you might be looking at more than just a collector's item. You might be looking at a windfall. To repeat the numbers that matter the most. The right 1985 Kennedy half dollar from a proof set has sold for between $2,700 and an absolutely stunning $79,000. And it could be sitting in your house right now. If that's not worth checking, I don't know what is. Hit that like button, subscribe for more coin secrets that could change your bank account, and share this with someone who loves coins or might have one of these proof sets hiding away. Your next big discovery could be 50 cents away from changing your life. Top 3. What if I told you that hiding inside a simple proof set from 1974, a coin you've probably never paid much attention to, could actually be worth tens of thousands of dollars? That a 50-cent piece from nearly 50 years ago might be more valuable today than some people's entire monthly income? Yeah, I'm talking about the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar. Not the one from loose change. Not the one rattling around in an old jar. I'm talking about the real deal, the actual proof coin straight from a United States mint proof set. Now here's the twist: thousands of these proof sets were sold in 1974, and most people just stashed them away. Some got handed down. Some are collecting dust in drawers, boxes, or safe deposit boxes. But what nobody told you is that inside those old sets, there might be a coin worth an absolutely ridiculous amount of money today. Let's get one thing clear: the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar from the proof set is not just any coin. These were not made for spending. They were made for collectors. They were struck with polished dies, given a mirror finish, and sealed to preserve every single tiny detail. But among the many made that year, only a rare few came out so perfect, so flawless, so crisp in their detail and contrast, that they've become legendary in the coin world. Here's the part that will blow your mind: if you've got a 1974 proof half-dollar that's been sitting untouched, in original condition, and if it gets graded as a PR70 deep cameo, the absolute best grade possible, you're not holding a 50-cent coin anymore. You're holding something that collectors will fight over. Something that auction houses will chase. Something that could be worth thousands, or more. Imagine this: you're going through your grandparents' old things. You open a small box, and inside there it is. A sealed 1974 proof set. The half-dollar inside looks like it was made yesterday. Mirror finish, deep frosted portrait, no spots, no blemishes. You send it in to be graded just to see what happens. Then you get the results. PR70 deep cameo. That's when things change, because now you're not just looking at a coin. You're looking at a potential windfall. These ultra-rare, perfect condition proof coins from 1974 have become prized trophies in the collector community. And while most are worth modest amounts, the few that get that perfect score from grading services like PCGS or NGC can break records. This isn't just coin collecting. This is treasure hunting. You're not looking for pennies or dimes anymore, you're looking for hidden wealth. Why? Because collectors are willing to pay shocking prices for these perfect specimens. The right 1974 Kennedy half-dollar, from an original proof set and graded PR70 with deep cameo contrast, has sold for life-changing money. You might be thinking hundreds. Maybe a couple thousand. But that's just the beginning. Actual recorded sales show that these coins have sold for between $2,700 and an unbelievable $67,000. That's not a typo. That's real money. $2,700 for a top-graded example, and at the high end, $67,000. For a coin that costs just 50 cents. And it's been sitting inside homes like yours for decades. So don't ignore those old proof sets. Don't assume that because it's small, it's worthless. Pull out that 1974 proof set, take a look at the half-dollar under a bright light. Does it shine like a mirror? Is the portrait frosty and crisp? No haze, no scratches, no marks? If so, you might just be holding something worth more than your next car. Think about it. Would you let a car sit in your closet without realizing it? Because that's what this could be. A coin worth thousands, sitting in a forgotten case, just waiting for someone smart enough to recognize what they have. And the best part? These proof sets aren't super rare. There are still plenty out there, especially in older collections, in family safes, and even in online estate sales. The trick is knowing what to look for, and getting it graded by professionals. So before you sell it off cheap, before you trade it or give it away, make sure you're not giving away something worth more than your monthly paycheck. Because yes, your 50-cent 1974 Kennedy half-dollar might actually be worth between $2,700 and $67,000. Let that sink in. A tiny coin from a proof set, potentially worth $67,000. That's why you check. That's why you grade. And that's why you never underestimate the power of a little silver-colored coin hiding in your past. Hit that like button, subscribe for more insane coin facts, and share this with someone who might have a box of coins sitting in the attic. That one small box might hold a bigger surprise than you ever imagined. Top 4. Have you ever walked past an old drawer, a dusty shelf, or a family keepsake box and thought, "There's probably nothing in there worth anything"? Well, what if I told you that hiding inside one of those old US mint proof sets, from the year 1994, there could be a coin sitting quietly, worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars? That's not an exaggeration. This isn't some made-up treasure hunt. I'm talking about a real coin, the 1994 Kennedy half-dollar from the official US mint proof set, a 50-cent piece that shocked collectors and blown away auction houses with the kind of prices it's pulling in today. And guess what? You might have one sitting in your house right now. Now, let's break it down. In 1994, the US Mint released a beautiful set of proof coins for collectors. These weren't ordinary coins like the ones tossed into your wallet or handed back in change at the grocery store. These were precision-made pieces, crafted using highly polished dies and specially prepared blanks. Every detail was struck with care. These proof coins were never intended to be used. They were meant to be preserved, admired, and passed on through generations. But here's the real twist: not all proof coins are equal. While thousands of 1994 proof sets were sold, only a tiny number of the Kennedy half-dollars within those sets came out absolutely perfect. I'm talking about coins that look like miniature mirrors, with razor-sharp detail and no flaws whatsoever. No scratches. No smudges. No hazy spots. Just perfection. These are the coins that, when sent off to professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, come back with the ultimate score, a PR70 deep cameo. And that grade is where the magic begins. Because once a coin is officially graded PR70 DCM, it enters a whole new world of value. You're not looking at a 50-cent piece anymore. You're holding a piece of art. A collector's prize. A numismatic dream. Imagine this. You're looking through your family's old possessions. You spot a small black case, maybe it's a proof set from the 90s. You open it. The coins inside are untouched, still shining, sealed. The half-dollar glows. The design looks icy, with deep contrast between Kennedy's frosted portrait and the pitch-black mirrored background. You've got a feeling, so you send it in to be graded. And when that grading result comes in, it says PR70 deep cameo.I. In that moment, your coin is no longer just a piece of history. It's a hot commodity. A prize. And you've just joined the small, elite group of people who have discovered a coin that can command jaw-dropping prices. That exact thing has happened to collectors across the country. Some never expected it. Others had no idea what they were holding until they saw the final sale price on a live auction or online listing. Because when these perfect 1994 Kennedy half-dollar proof coins hit the market, collectors compete. They bid high. And the results? Absolutely shocking. Let me be very clear, this isn't about hype. This is about real sales, real collectors, and real money. Over the years, certain 1994 Kennedy half-dollars from proof sets, when graded in perfect PR70 deep cameo condition, have sold for prices starting at $2,700. And some have climbed far higher, fetching up to an incredible $56,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. From $2,700, all the way up to $56,000. For one coin. For one 50-cent piece. That's more than a brand new luxury vehicle. That's more than some people make in an entire year. And here's the wild part. There are still plenty of these proof sets floating around. Many were passed down to family members. Others are sitting unopened in old collections. Some are sitting right now on shelves, in closets, or in boxes marked junk, just waiting to be discovered by someone smart enough to check. So what should you do? First, find out if you have a 1994 US Mint proof set. These were sold directly by the Mint and come in hard plastic cases with all the coins for that year. Once you find one, look at the Kennedy half-dollar. Examine it closely under a light. Does it have a mirror finish? Is the design frosty and bold? Are there any visible imperfections? If it looks flawless, you may want to get it professionally graded, because grading is everything. Only a professional service can tell you if your coin qualifies for that perfect PR70 deep cameo status. And without that grade, the value stays low. But once that label is on it, the coin goes from common to collectible, and from collectible to potentially life-changing. Even if your coin doesn't reach the top grade, it could still be worth hundreds or even thousands depending on condition and demand. But it's those perfect specimens that make headlines. And the truth is, someone out there is going to find one. Someone's going to open a case, get it graded, and walk away with a coin worth as much as a down payment on a house. So take this seriously. Don't overlook your proof sets. Don't assume they're just for show. The next rare treasure could be hiding in plain sight. To wrap this up, let's repeat the numbers that really matter. The rare, flawless 1994 Kennedy $50 from a United States Mint proof set has been sold for anywhere from $2,700 to an astonishing $56,000. Now ask yourself, is it worth checking your collection? Is it worth taking a closer look? Because that 50-cent piece might just be the best investment you never knew you had. If this shocked you, hit that like button right now, subscribe for more rare coin videos, and share this with someone who might have proof sets sitting at home. You never know whose life might change from one little piece of shiny history. Top 5. There's something quietly sitting in American homes right now that most people would never guess is worth real money. Something small, shiny, overlooked. A coin that, at first glance, looks like every other 50-cent piece. But this one is different. This one is from 1990. And this one could be worth a fortune. That's right. A single coin from a 1990 United States Mint proof set, the Kennedy $50, could secretly be worth thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars. Not because of age. Not because it's rare in quantity. But because of one thing, perfection. This is a story about hidden value. About money that doesn't look like money. And about a coin you might already own, without knowing that it's a potential gold mine. Now, here's the truth most people don't know. In 1990, the US Mint produced beautiful proof sets for collectors. These weren't ordinary coins thrown into circulation. They were struck using polished dies on specially prepared planchets, with extreme care to create flawless detail and mirror-like finishes. These were made to be admired, not spent. Each coin came in a protective case, sealed, to preserve its quality for years. But here's where things get really interesting. Even though tens of thousands of these proof sets were sold, only a tiny number of them contain Kennedy $50 that are absolutely flawless, coins so perfect, so clean, so sharp in contrast that grading companies gave them the highest possible score, PR70 Deep Cameo. That grade changes everything, because collectors don't just want rare. They want perfect. And when a coin is both rare and perfect, the price it commands can be absolutely outrageous. Picture this. You open an old drawer. Inside is a 1990 US Mint proof set your grandfather collected. It's been there for years. You crack it open. The Kennedy $50 inside sparkles. It has that liquid mirror shine. The frosted design of JFK's portrait looks almost like it's floating above the surface. No spots. No scratches. Not a single imperfection. You decide to send it in to a grading service like PCGS or NGC, just to see what happens. A few weeks later, the results come back. PR70 Deep Cameo. At that moment, your 50-cent coin becomes something else entirely. Not just a collector's item. Not just a historical piece. But a high-dollar treasure that serious numismatists are willing to fight over. And the price tag? That's where jaws hit the floor. While lower-graded proof coins from 1990 might bring in modest amounts, the ones that receive a perfect PR70 Deep Cameo grade, those are in a league of their own. Some collectors are so desperate to complete their perfect sets, they're willing to pay shocking sums for that one flawless coin they're missing. It's happened time and time again. Quiet auctions, online bidding wars, private deals. And the coin that started as a 50-cent piece turns into a payday nobody expected. And the best part? These proof sets aren't impossible to find. Many families have them without realizing what they're holding. They were purchased in the 90s, handed down, and forgotten. Some are sealed and untouched. Some are sitting in closets. Some have been thrown into storage units or left in drawers with old stamps and paperwork. But hidden in all of that clutter could be a 50-cent coin worth far more than 50 cents. This isn't hype. This isn't guesswork. This is the real world of rare coin grading. The right coin. In the right condition. From the right set. At the right time. So what should you do? First, find out if you have a 1990 US Mint proof set. If you do, open it carefully. Take a close look at the Kennedy $50. Look at the fields, that's the flat area. Is it mirror-like? Is the portrait frosted and bold? Look for haze, spots, scratches, anything that takes away from its perfection. If it looks flawless, consider getting it professionally graded. Don't clean it. Don't touch the surface. Just protect it, submit it, and let the grading experts determine if you're sitting on something major. Because if your coin comes back with that elusive PR70 DCM label, you've just unlocked serious value. And now, the number you've been waiting for. The highest graded 1990 Kennedy $50 proof coins, certified PR70 Deep Cameo by Professional Services, have been sold for amounts ranging from $2,700 all the way up to a jaw-dropping $49,000. That's right. From $2,700 up to $49,000 for a 50-cent coin. Think about that. How many people have walked right past these proof sets, not realizing what was inside? How many have sold them cheap at garage sales or left them in boxes at estate auctions? And how many still have one tucked away, waiting to be discovered? Don't wait for someone else to find it first. Go check. Right now. Because that old proof set you thought was just a piece of the past could be the most valuable thing you own. If this shocked you, or if you've got a proof set from 1990 hiding somewhere in your home, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin secrets that could make you rich, and share this video with someone who collects or inherited coins. You never know who might be holding a hidden treasure without even knowing it.